Shalom, beloved. It's word. The Spirit keeps putting on my spirit, launch into the deep, launch into the deep. When we look at the book of Luke, chapter 5, starting at the 4th verse. Now, when Yeshua HaMashiach left speaking, he said to Simon, launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a drought. And Simon answered and said unto him, Master, we have toiled all the night and have taken nothing. Nevertheless, at thy word, I will let down the net. And when they had done this, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their net brake. And they beckoned unto their partners, which were in the other ship, that they should come and help them. And they came and filled both the ships, so that they began to sink. And when Peter saw it, he fell down at Yeshua's knees, saying, Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord. He was astonished, and all that were with him at the draught of the fishes which they had taken. Yeshua HaMashiach told Peter, launch into the deep. Some of us, beloved, through life events and circumstances, we have been launched into the deep. When you think about the deep, we're talking about uncharted territory, dark waters, where when you look around you, when you look beneath you, nothing is familiar. It takes you out of your comfort zone. You're out where you can't see the shore, and you're not sure how long you can keep treading water. But the Lord sometimes can launch you into the deep. Certain events in your life happen and your thinking changes. It has to change in order for you to move forward, in order for you to grow, in order for you to witness and experience the power of Yahuwah. When you think about the deep and the terror that it can hold for some of us, the abyss is in the deep. The unknown is in the deep. The depths of the deep are threatening. When we look at Isaiah chapter 43, verse 2, when thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. There are situations in our lives that are so big that they put us in situations where they put us in a position where we have absolutely no control, none. We have no control over the situation or the circumstances, and we don't know what the outcome is going to be. The deep is where we know in the book of Genesis, the Spirit of the Lord was moving. It was fluttering the Holy Spirit. When we look at Genesis 1:2, and bear with me while I get to it. Genesis chapter 1, verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. When we launch into the deep, sometimes life circumstances take us into the deep. We have no control. We are put in foreign territory. We know it has the power to swallow us up, never to be seen or heard from again unless Yahuwah is with us to keep us. It's an uncontrollable situation. It's a unknown, uncharted territory. And most of us will go out of our way to avoid the deep. Even when we follow in Yahuwah, even when we keep his word as best we can and try to give him honor and praise, we don't want to go into the deep. But in order to take us from glory to glory and victory to victory, in order to raise our faith, in order to make us lean on him, in order for us to know it is not by our power or our might, but by his spirit, in order for us to understand how to trust in him, even when we don't know what the outcome is going to be. What do you mean? God, Yahuwah said it, my thoughts are not like your thoughts. My ways are not like your ways. Launch into the deep. Creation exploded from under the deep. The great fountains of the abyss exploded during the flood when Yah takes you out into the deep. It is beyond even your mental concept of how to handle where you're at. You can't. All control, even when you try to take it, it's gone. My husband passed away. And one of the things I remember sitting and just thinking is, yeah, you took me out into the deep. Everything I knew, the foundations I stood on are gone. And the one you're showing me is unfamiliar territory. This is your space. Launch into the deep. Normally, when the fishermen went fishing and he was talking to Peter, the fish came closer to the shore on a normal fishing day. But they had fished and did everything they could, and nothing came of it. Some of us, doing all that we know, when we're done, we didn't affect the change we were hoping for. And yet we got to do something. He put us in the deep, beloved, in order to grow us, in order to make us let go of things that no longer serve him and us. Launch into the deep. But what you find out is you go into a greater trust of Yahuwah. You have no choice. You have to surrender your will to his will. Because I've been there too, where he literally surrendered. This is me. I'm making this decision. I'm going to take this person, but I did not take you yet. I have brought you out into the deep to show you I am Yahuwah. There is none like unto me. And when you're out of your comfort zone, you cling with a different clinging. You understand with a deeper understanding. You grow into a space you didn't even know existed. And Yahuwah is right there. In the midst of pain too great to bear, in the midst of your mind playing tricks with you because you're used to somebody being around and suddenly they're not, and you wake up and you got old habits that once upon a time, what was normal is now abnormal, and your mind is trying to keep up. And Yah is like, I'm taking you out into the deep. Just because the world says you're not going to make it, you may be in the world, but you are not of the world. I'm going to bring up an abundance of creation to let you know who's in charge. I'm going to bring it up with such volume that it's as though I opened up the windows of heaven. You don't have room for this blessing. That's what happened to Peter and them when the drought of fish came. But he keeps going. And he's like, I'm going to transform you. You were a fisherman. Now you're going to be fishing for men. You are going to take it higher. And through something that creates discomfort, through something that you know it was not your intelligence, it wasn't your intuition, it wasn't your discernment, it was not by your power or your might, but by my spirit, and by you trusting and by you having faith. And this is a faith because I got you in deep waters. You can't do anything other than what I allow you to do. Because as soon as you go in the wrong direction, like Peter when he walked on the water with Yeshua, when you take your eyes off me, when you look the other way, you start sinking. But the moment you latch on, you are right. But you got to trust in me because we are now in deep waters. We are in the waters of creation, primordial waters. We're in the chaos. When you look down, you see in dark waters. You don't know what's beneath the surface, but Yah does, and he controls all things. Yahuwah told me to launch into the deep. As a matter of fact, to be honest, when all that has gone on was occurring, he was basically telling me, you're out in the deep. I took you out into the deep. There is no one you can depend on, not even yourself. You have to look to me. Look to the hills from whence cometh your help. Your help comes from the Lord. I'm in the water. I'm in the deep. I control everything around you. And there is a point where we have to surrender to Yahuwah. There is also a point where once we accept that he is our power, he is our glory, he is our strength, he is our hope, he is our anchor in a stormy sea, we know we're going to be all right no matter what the end is. We know. Whether I meet you on this side of eternity, Lord, in this old tabernacle, or you dress us in the robe of life and I meet you on the other side. We have launched out into the deep, Father, trusting, believing, and understanding that you do things that are above and beyond anything we could ever hope or imagine. And as you bless us, as you show us, we recognize eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. Launch, beloved, into the deep. Those difficult and uncomfortable situations are what is making you who you are. He's using and carving the pain in your spirit to bring out a certain type of person from you that was always there. He's using your solitude. He's using your loneliness. He's using your insecurity to draw you in. And then he's showing you, trust in me. My thoughts are not like your thoughts. My ways are not like your ways. But right now, beloved, we are going to launch. And many of us are already there into the deep. Yahuwah is with us no matter where we are. He is with us. He is for us. And he is not like us. What seems impossible for us, with him all things are possible. So, beloved, it is a word. We have launched into the deep. Shalom, beloved. It's a word.